Been a while since I last made a video, and I wanted to do a video showing off some nice little tool for anyone that is coming into UE5 with the previews or hopefully the final release soon. That is, I know a lot of people want to use Nanite. They don't know necessarily what meshes to enable it on. And, let's just visualize Nanite. Oop. Right, like, ooh, do I need it for all the ones that are super high density or not? And do I need it on this or that? Uh, so, so there's actually been a new tool that's been added to the engine. Um, I believe it's in preview. It should be. If not, then you're gonna get it a little later. I know that it had just been working off and on. But there's this new tool. It's called Nanite Tools. That will actually show you, based on your own triangle threshold, meshes that are like eligible based on the unsupported features to actually be converted to Nanite. So that's under this optimized tool. So tools, Nanite tools optimize. Let's say you want anything to be Nanite. I think once documentation comes out, people will learn a little bit more about, this should be Nanite, this shouldn't be, and the best use scenario. For the most part, it seems like basically anything should be Nanite, depending on the overdraw and certain other scenarios outlined in the docs, which hopefully we'll be getting some updated docs soon. But yeah, so as you can see, like, I don't have too many meshes that are above the default triangle threshold, but if I did, we could just come in here, select it. We can just hit enable Nanite for anything in here. And then there's the errors. As you can see, the default errors that they have set up are whether or not it's not in opaque blend mode, whether there are vertex interpolator used in the material, whether there's pixel depth offset in the material, and whether there's world position offset, because those are at the moment the big things that will make it where Nanite just won't work. You'll get a mesh that is just blank, right? You'll get a default material, you'll get a black material. There's a couple different scenarios I've seen people have, depending on what version of the engine they're on. But as you can see, we can actually just come in here, and we can sort this out one by one. My biggest issue is that there's apparently a pixel depth offset usage in all of these materials. There isn't actually. I think there's an actual error with the material, because I'm using material attributes. So like that's one that I'll overlook that error. As you can see, there's no pixel depth, and then I know in here none of these are done by pixel depth. So that means when I'm doing this, I normally keep this off, and then we do this. So it looks like it believes these ones has some world position offsets, and same thing. And so that's what you do, is just double check that all of your meshes are compatible. And yeah, so I just wanted to show this little tool. There's nothing too much to it. And yeah, so I hope that helps someone out. There is also something I wanted to tease, which is Nanite now has some support for masked meshes. It's a little expensive at the moment. But as you can see, these trees are actually Nanite. And so this is something that's part of the main build and not the actual 5.0 that will be released. I don't know if it's going to be pulled into that build, but at the moment there is some hope on the horizon for maybe 5.1. We get mass materials. Maybe we'll get some world position stuff. Who knows how much progress they're going to make. But yeah, I thought I'd show that off as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. And yeah, I'll be making some more videos on the updates that have been happening to the modeling tools and some other aspects of the engine pretty soon.